So this is a driving lesson assessment where we're trying to find what faults a pupil might make in a test. So some of it they're speaking, some of it they're talking.
So like I say, we're just going to follow the sat nav now. Now the sat nav might try and bring us back on ourselves, but ignore it. I'll direct you for a minute, okay? So when you're ready, carry on. We are starting at 9:49. This is roughly going to last 20 odd minutes, 25 minutes, okay? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yes.
go. Go when you're ready.
So at this point the pupil was looking not in an ordered manner but all over, so trying to check all the mirrors. On this point there probably was a need for a signal, but no signal was given, and then when they did move off, the blind spot was forgotten. So really we want to try and work in that POM routine, which is P, prepare, observe and move.
Okay, so I'd like to go left here, please. Then I'd like to take the next road on your right, please. And then you want to go right here, please, this road. Okay, so now you're going to follow the sat nav.
After 100 yards, turn right, A519, Clayton Road. Turn right. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the third exit, Stafford Avenue. Cross the roundabout and take the third exit. 200 yards, bear left, Clayton Lane, then turn left. Bear left, then turn left.
Okay,
After
so ignore
200
that bit.
yards,
Carry on.
turn left, Lime Drive. Then you have reached your
Okay,
destination.
I'm going to direct you now, right? Yeah. So what I'd like you to do is at the traffic lights, go right, please.
Turn left, then you have reached your destination.
Ignore that bit.
Turn left, A34,
Okay.
Newcastle Road, then turn left.
Yeah, we're coming off the sat nav for it. Okay. So. So not this road, but the next road on your left, please. Now there's going to be a roundabout, and I'd like you to go straight ahead, please, which is your fourth exit.
Fourth exit.
Straight ahead, which is your fourth exit.
Now, on situations like this, it can be confusing when you hear the word fourth exit, but also you've got to remember they said straight ahead. So there can be more exits, and this is, an unusual one, Keelings Roundabout, but I would suggest keep on the left because that's your correct position, and leave the signal just a fraction later to come off the roundabout. Okay, this is quite a common roundabout, Keelings Roundabout. We have videos on it.
Then at the end of the road, I'd like you to go left, please.
very easy to lose the correct distance from parked vehicles. So on this one, because the cars are coming in here, we got a little bit closer to the car, this white car here and this car here. So less space, less speed. You want to give at least a meter. If you can't give a meter, then you must reduce your speed. Okay, this road it's quite tight. It's like deceptively tight sometimes, so make sure you're keeping that correct distance.
Then you want to take the next road on your left, please. This one.
So here we're about to
I'd like you to pull up on the right, please. The right side of the road.
carry out the pull up on the right and reverse back in a straight line. So here's a very, very common fault that happens. If you don't go forward and get your car straight, then you will not be parallel to the curb. If you're not parallel to the curb,
then I'd like you to reverse back in a straight line, please, for a couple of car numbers to ourselves.
then as about to happen here, the back of the car is beginning to move away from the curb. So if this happens, you'll probably be asked to carry on reversing back a little bit more, just to see if you're going to correct it. In this occasion, there was no correction, and we was beginning to move further away from the curb. It's the back of the car that will move behind. Also, observation, make sure it's effective. You're looking behind, to the side, so that's the curb side, and in front. So it seems like an easy manoeuvre, but you can make mistakes.
Top of the road here, to the right.
To the right, okay. Such a difficult.
So I'd just like to give a tip on stop signs. Okay, so really important that if there is a queue of traffic, make sure each car must stop at the line. And then one little tip just to point out here, if you look at this, we stopped a little bit of a distance from the line. Make sure you're actually on the just before the line. Use the offside door mirror over the front of the junction to make sure you're there. Just little tips just to tighten it up.
Top of the road here, please.
difficult to see maybe on this video, but as the pupil approached these lights, the lights for the right changed and there was a little bit of reduction of the gas, a touch of the brake, and that shows a misunderstanding of the traffic lights. So take a look again. The lights that were green were for us going straight ahead. There was no need to slow down, the road was clear.
Then I'd like to go right, please, at these lights. Then you want to go right at the top of the road here.
can't control that. There's no movement of face. No, I agree with you, but you can either get angry or you can just reserve to think, oh, do you know what? Only get angry about stuff you can do stuff about. It's sometimes the light bounces off, it works on distance. Some order of movement or something. Naughty boy.
Okay, so when we come to the roundabout down here, I'd like you to go right, which is going to be your fourth exit, M6 South.
Okay.
So here we was going right, so the instructor had to come in here slightly and prompt just to bring them back into the correct position. Now obviously that's going to be a foul. Then you have to take a look here at a position. That was good that we didn't cross the line, but it's, if you're going right, you need to get into that right lane. And then the pupil did really well here because they got back into their left lane, so that was good. But it is easy to doubt yourself in situations like this and either get into the wrong lane, or very common mistake is actually go over the line on the left. But if you can see, there's vehicles whipping down there quite quickly, big lorries. So stay in this safe position here, and then as we move forward now, you can see you just move into that left lane, but make sure your mirror checks are effective just in case someone's cutting through. And then at the end of this drive, I just want to point out, and again it's difficult to see on the video, but always look ahead, don't shallow look. So what's happening here, we're joining on the dual carriageway. You'll hear a slight buzzer. This is where the pupil change their position. Try and keep in the left there. But the vehicle in front seemed to be a little bit nervous and actually slowing down, and it was a good not to overtake the vehicle and get round it, because potentially if we had, they might have just pulled out in front of us. So if you are slowing down, make sure you're aware of the traffic behind. So try and look as far forward as possible and adapt your speed and position early.